Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm having orientation problems. Let's just give everybody a chance to join while I sort out this orientation problem. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to have a proper orientation today, but it seems on this device I can only have a mobile orientation, so that's how it's going to be. It's just thankfully on Google Meets we don't need to deal with YouTube's orientation problems, so yeah. So today, while we're waiting for a few more people to join us, today we're going to be talking about animal souls and what happens to them when they pass on. I did a full workshop last year about animal souls, and it was very well attended. It turned out really beautiful. And I've had so many Rainbow Bridge readings recently and counseling, members added to my support group to assist once their pets are passed on. I just thought it was time to do something again, and obviously not as in depth as my full workshop, but if you would like to attend a full workshop, I can do that for you. So just request it and I will set up the dates. So this workshop is specifically about what your pet would like you to know once they pass on. I think it's something really important for you to know. Hi, Laura. Thanks for joining. If you'd like to drop a comment in the feed, do say hello. Hello, Musa. Thank you for joining. So if you're watching this today, I believe that it's not by accident that you were truly meant to be here. You were meant to be here for a reason. And hi, Terrence. You were meant to be here because you were meant to get a message through this workshop. Maybe something I say today is important for you. So I'm really glad that you are here. Hi, James. So yeah, let's take a moment and just arrive here with me. There's a reason you've been guided here. Before we begin, I want you to gently think of your passed on pets. Think of their name. And think of the love that you had. Think of the pets that you have with you currently that are still alive, because it's so important to validate those that are alive with you and look at their characters. maybe they still with you in spirit, those have passed on. And that is really special because they would really want you to know that they still love you. You know, when our souls move over, they don't change that love that we have. In other words, it doesn't diminish. The love we have actually grows, and that is super, super special. Our pets, because we have pets, we are even more blessed than most people. Each of us has a guardian angel, and our pets have guardian angels. So we are blessed with extra guardian angels in our home. And for me and my heart, it makes me happy to know that we are so loved and so protected by the other side and by the spiritual realm. When your pet passes over, there's a special angel that joins them. So, besides their guardian angel, they also have Archangel Azrael, who joins them. Azrael is the angel of death, but this is not a scary angel. And this angel is also mentioned in scriptures, which is really lovely. It's nice that all faiths can find peace with Archangel Azrael. Thank you. My daughter's just helping me still with the orientation while I'm talking. Okay, so Archangel Azrael is present. She's not just present for your pets, but also for you, to give you comfort and to give your pet soul comfort as they cross over. And I think this is really important for us to know that our pets are not alone when they cross over. Much like our souls, they are greeted on the other side by family members. So it can be a parent of yours that has maybe passed on, a beloved aunt, a sibling, furry siblings of this perfect little soul that has crossed over. They also there to greet them. So like for us, when we cross over, we have people and animals that we know greet us when we cross over. It's the same for our pets. They also have people and animals who knew them and maybe just knew them in spirit. Because I found in my readings that I've done, some people will say to me, but you know, my mom never knew little so-and-so. But she did. It's really, really special when you know that that loved one was watching over you and your pets. Their love for animals as humans when they cross over doesn't diminish at all. It stays present. And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that the love does not diminish. It actually grows into something more unique and more special. So always remember that you're very comforted by the angels and you have family members surrounding you and you have pets surrounding you that have passed on maybe years ago. Their spirits are there with you, comforting you when you are experiencing grief. And isn't grief an amazing, terrible thing? It hits you hard and it hurts really hard. And I don't think we ever really get over it. As I say in every workshop that I do about grief, my firstborn child, my Doberman, she passed now 26 years ago, actually nearly 27 years ago. And I still cry hysterically sometimes as if she passed yesterday, because our love was so great. And that's how it is. The love is so great that it does not diminish. It's exceptionally special, and I always want you to remember and know that. So, I want to ask you a question. Have you felt your pets around you after they passed? I certainly have. Not immediately, though. When you are experiencing that extreme grief that happens when they just pass away, this can be, depending on how you process things, it can last some time. You can still be going through the stages of grief, but that immense heartache stays with you. And sometimes you don't feel them, but you get signs from them. So look out for those signs. Look out for those little moments of comfort. For me, it's feathers. Feathers show up often, but sometimes your pets will show signs that's a little bit unconventional, and they could tell you that in a reading. And I do communications for Rainbow Bridge readings, but I also do counseling, because I feel it's important that pet parents have supports from somebody who understands and who has lost pets and understands the immense feeling that comes along when you grieve a pet. So when you do get that feeling, sometimes it's a rush of air passing you, like it feels it's passing through you. That's their soul. Actually, I know someone I did a reading for, and they felt that soul actually pass through them before they even knew that little soul had passed on. She was there, and she was there to comfort them and say, "This is me." And I think to remember that years down the line, when you're still grieving that little perfect being, it's very, very special. And I know I keep saying that. I sound like a broken record, but it is. It really and truly is. So I would like to go into depth in another workshop pretty soon. And if you'd like to join me in that workshop, please do. I will put up dates in the next few days, maybe next week even. If you'd like to join, it is international. All you have to do basically is drop me a WhatsApp, and that is on my website. My daughter will send you a few links from my website of things that I have on offer. Just have a look over there. My number is there. You can contact me and we can organize your payment. It's 250 Rand for workshops, and you get notes. And with workshops on that you pay for, there's no orientation problems because we do them on Google Meets. Yeah, because grief is such a subject that I feel the participants need privacy. These workshops are not recorded, so you have a safe space to ask any questions that you wish you would want to ask during the workshop. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my Nala. She's just woken up from her afternoon nap and she's letting everybody know. Yeah, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a workshop where you can come in and you can ask questions and you can have that safe space to ask questions. So yeah, that is the basics of, hello Nali. Nali is 13 years old this year. Well, actually 14, she turned 13 last year. And yeah, she's my oldest girl. In the upcoming workshop, I will be speaking about what happens with their soul. I'll be speaking about how animals behave in life and transition into death, describing their souls and explaining to you basically that their souls are never less than, even though a lot of times in this lifetime animals are really treated than less than. And I can tell you for a fact they aren't. They're really integral to our soul's journey, and we are integral to their soul's journey. They are free from pain, but they're not gone. They're still with you. And it's important to look out for those signs. It really, really is. I will speak about their choice of passing on and how soul contracts can work and how they sometimes can't work. That connection that you have with your pet, it's not ownership, it's a partnership, and we will speak about it in that way. We'll speak about them as family members, not as if, as family members. And then I'll mention reincarnation. I won't go into depth about reincarnation, but I will speak about reincarnation, what happens to their soul and how they make the choices. Because there are so many options. If you look at various movies that there are out there, we have a Dog's Purpose and I can't think of the name now of the movie, but there are various movies out there, and I don't think all of them are exactly how it is. So I will speak about reincarnation and how your pet's soul comes back. Sometimes it's really difficult for us to actually grasp that concept, but it's there, and it's very important for us as pet parents to want to know this. I get asked about it a lot. That is why I really want to redo this workshop. So yeah, their souls are evolutionary and really important to us. And they help expand our awareness. They help us grow spiritually and physically and mentally, emotionally. They help us in so many ways. I'll speak to you about things that they really want you to know. How much they really loved you. And I think you get that from learning about the soul's path and how it continues. I will also speak about the different ways that they can contact you once they have passed on to let you know that they are okay. As John Edward always says, he wants you to have that experience and he wants you to be able to learn how to connect on your own. He doesn't want you to have to go to somebody to find that connection. And I think this workshop really helps with that, especially when it comes to pets. My main focus is pets and animal guardians and everything that happens around pets and animal guardians. I am not a human medium at all in this sense. I am here 100% for guardians and their animals. And I find that a lot of people who go to a standard medium might get a greeting from their pets, but they don't have that understanding that somebody who works fully with animals and their guardians truly understands. So, yeah, that is what I want to bring across in this workshop. And then lastly, as I see I'm running out of time right now, I would like to honor a special pet who crossed over this week. And I think it's important that I honor her because she's an exceptionally beautiful soul. So I'm going to show you a little photo, and if you could light a candle to light her way and ask that Archangel Azrael guides her soul and gives her and her pet parents comfort as they grieve this week, because grief is really, really hard. And we really want her pet parents and her soul to be comforted. Transitioning is not always an easy process, and when we cross over, our souls continue to heal from whatever diseases we had in this lifetime. So it's important to pray for our pets after they have crossed over too, and to ask for the comfort. So here's Pearl. She is an incredibly beautiful girl. Such a special, kind, gentle soul. Her parents are heartbroken, and I'd just like you to light a candle for them tonight and send her and her parents a little love. You don't need to know them personally, because spiritually, we know that no matter what happens, if we send love to somebody in the world, we're making the world a better place. Thank you, Pearl, for being such a special dog, such a special family member. And I think that's how we'll end off today, but I will just mention a few things from my website. I will be now offering memorial services for pets. If you have a look at my website, I put up a few price options where I can design a memorial for you, either just a memorial via PDF, or create a video for you, or even do a live memorial via Google Meets. I think it is valuable to pet parents to have that time to say goodbye to their pets. And yeah, I have created options where I can create videos for you, which I can upload to YouTube so that you can have a special memorial for your pets and something to look back on. And yes, so that's that. I also offer my Rainbow Bridge communications and grief counseling for pet parents. So have a look in the comments. The links are there. My daughters put them up very kindly for us. Yeah, I do hope to hear from you. Hopefully not hurting, but yeah, I do understand the work I'm here to do, and it's really to help parents understand grief and understand that it's okay to be grieving and to be hurting and to be feeling better and to sometimes have people in your life that don't understand that grief that you are experiencing. Remember that grief is love with no other place to go. I hope you have a beautiful weekend and I hope you have a beautiful evening and see you on my next live. Cheerio. It's a pleasure.